Now to trouble for Ezekiel Elliott once again. This is TMZ video of him in handcuffs at a music festival in Las Vegas. The Cowboys running back was stumbling around and actually shoved a security guard.
Not a good look for Zeke, especially since he was already suspended just a couple years back. Here's Rebecca Lopez.
Zeke Elliott in handcuffs. The Dallas Cowboys star running back in trouble again. Although not arrested, he was detained by the Las Vegas Police Department. TMZ Sports posted the video from the Electric Daisy Carnival in Las Vegas over the weekend. Elliott and his girlfriend are seen in the video arguing around 3 a.m. on Saturday. A short time later, you see Elliott confront a security guard saying, "You got something to say?" It looks like he uses his body to shove the guy to the ground. It's the latest in a series of high-profile incidents involving Elliott. NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell suspended him for 6 games after his ex-girlfriend accused him of domestic violence in 2017. He was never arrested for that incident, but after the NFL conducted its own investigation, suspended Elliott for that and for lifting a woman's shirt up at a St. Patrick's Day parade in Dallas. The NFL sent Elliott a stern warning back then, telling him to stay out of trouble, saying, "You must have no further adverse involvement with law enforcement and must not commit any additional violations of league policies. In that respect, you should understand that another violation of this nature may result in your suspension or potential banishment from the NFL." This offseason, Elliott has been involved in cleaning up his image by being involved in multiple charity events, even paying for the funeral of a young football player who was shot and killed. Elliott's attorney told TMZ this was much ado about nothing and that the security guards overreacted. It's unclear what Commissioner Goodell will do and if Elliott will be punished for this latest incident. In Dallas, I'm Rebecca Lopez.
So here's where it stands right now. The security guard refused to press charges and Elliott has been released.
And as we head